Today's episode is brought to you by Me Undies. Me Undies! They're what you want to put all over your body. Put them, if they had me tracksuits, I would wear those.
You'd wear
They're that
anything
good.
they'd make.
Oh, man. The fact that they have sweats that you can buy is now the next thing on my list. I am down with Me Undies. They feel so good. It's not right that they feel so good.
As a sweatpant connoisseur, I want to try them too.
It's aggravating how good they feel, because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, like right now, you couldn't even tell. You could, if you were me, you couldn't tell there was anything between you and your pants, because it's like you're wearing a cloud. It's great.
I can never tell what's between you and your pants. Who knows?
That's a good. Yep. And also today we're sponsored by Sherry's Berries. Sherry's Berries. Oh my God.
It's just fun to say.
Do you want a great gift?
Yes.
That you can give to your mother? Oh, not you. No, the one that you're going to give to your mother on Mother's Day. That's coming up very soon.
Well, I'm sure we both want great gifts.
Yeah, it's hard to shop for Mom because, she already has the greatest gift of all, you. I'm going to get a letter from my mom like,
Dear Jess.
No. You're an idiot. Love, Mom.
But I'd love some Sherry's Berries.
It's true. Chocolate covered goodness. White chocolate, dark chocolate, regular chocolate chips, chopped nuts. Oh, man, I'm just thinking I want some berries.
I want some Sherry's Berries.
Oh, I want Sherry's Berries.
Sherry.
So we'll talk about that later as well. Anyway, let's jump into the show. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cox and Crendor in the morning. Hello, sir.
This is the most enthusiastic I think I've heard you in 5 years.
Me? That's because I'm about to leave the country for a month.
That makes
I'm
sense.
real happy. I'm doing great. I'm going to go to Poland and then Amsterdam and then make a trek through a little bit of the countryside, find my way over to London, drop off to Ireland a little bit. Oh my God, you guys have no clue. I'm ready.
Cruising along the whole. What's the countryside entail? You just skipped over country, the countryside.
No, I haven't decided. So I have a start. I have sort of chapter 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have chapters 19 through 24 done. But it's those middle chapters where I'm like, I don't really know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's where the crazy stuff
that's where there's the potential for me to be in one of those Taken situations. Yeah. So I leave that open. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave that one open.
Or you'd be in one of those movies with Morgan Freeman and Robert De Niro, where you're getting older and then you just wind up in the fields of Luxembourg.
You're absolutely right. This is just like those movies where it's me and a bunch of old men.
You're gonna wake up on a farm with a milkmaiden being like, "Time to milk the cow," and you're like, "How the shit did I get here?"
And then you're wrong. I'd be like, "Moo."
I get the joke.
Yeah.
I understand the joke.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm excited to get out of here. I'm excited to I've got a lot of work still in the next 24 hours, less than 24 hours to get done, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And so I'm all jacked up on goofballs. I'm excited.
Jacked up on goofballs.
Jacked up on goofballs. That's right.
I don't think I've ever heard that said ever.
Now you have.
Jacked up on goofballs.
Jacked up on goofballs.
How do you even get jacked up off a goofball?
Well, first you have to
you eat it?
Oh no, you smoke goofballs.
Yeah, okay.
Goofballs are either swallowed or smoked. You inject goofballs, that'll kill you. Straight to the vein, right. Goofballs will kill you.
All right. Makes sense. I mean,
can we start a drug empire that only sells goofballs? And when people ask what goofballs are, we're just like, man, if you don't know, you don't need to know, man.
You don't deserve to know.
The Goofball Kings. We'll
gonna be
have
like
a compound somewhere. We're like, you come to see my goofballs, okay? Yeah, it'll be great.
We've rated them. They've got a dozen crates of goofballs. This is like the mother load. Then we're going to jail.
I'm trying to imagine what goofballs actually are, and
Yeah,
I think maybe something like a little stickier version of a koosh ball.
What's a koosh ball?
Remember the koosh balls?
Koosh ball? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It sounds like I am talking about strands of weed now. You gotta have that koosh ball, man.
It's a koosh ball.
We took the koosh balls, we modified it with the goofs to make goofballs, man.
Oh, a koosh ball. Oh, one of those. When I thought, okay, I was thinking more of like a gobstopper. You know?
No. Well, I guess it could be like a gobstopper, which is closer to a goof, but that would be more like a goober. Like we selling goobers too. We got your goofballs. We got your goobers.
We got your gob goobers. We got your gob balls.
We got your gob balls. Gob balls sounds like a sex toy.
Oh my god! Can I just say?
Yeah.
This is like, so these gobstoppers got this little guy on it, right? And let me just link you this, because this guy, this little gobstopper guy,
mascot.
He looks like he's had a few goofballs.
He does. He does. He's kind of like, hey, what? How long have I been chewing on this thing, man? And am I chewing on myself, man?
I'm telling you, he could be our mascot. Our drug mascot.
He basically is one Dan animation away from being one of us.
Yeah.
All that thing is missing is a little poof of like red hair, and it's basically me. If you look at it, it's just a high version of me.
It is.
Can we just have an animation where now every time I get high in animation, I just turn into a gobstopper? I'm eating myself, man. Yeah.
That's something. How do we even get to?
I don't know. Because you wanted
we
to
got
know.
the goofballs.
Because I'm jacked up on goofballs.
Oh yeah. I'm
excited to get out of here. This is gonna be great.
Wait, so you're gone for like a full month then? An entire month?
Until the end, May 20th. Yeah.
Wow, that's a full month. See,
but I can't stop
I would
working
never
because
do.
I'm a crazy person. So, I know you'll never do it, which is why I have to do it for the both of us. I have to go live life for the both of us. But no, I'm bringing sound equipment and my microphone that I'm using right now and all that stuff. So hopefully no one will even notice I'm gone when we do the podcast and stuff.
That's just one of those things where I feel like I don't know, I don't get traveling. I get traveling for like a few days, but I never have been like, wow, I want to stay here. I want to keep traveling. I always just want to come back.
Well, of course everyone wants to come back, but I love the world experience and going places and seeing things. Mostly,
what's there to see?
Well, first off, the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to Poland, and I'm the reason why this is all starting because I'm going to Poland at the beginning of the trip, and I'm going back to Poland at the end of the trip for two events that I've been invited to. So the first one is a Gwent tournament that I'm hosting, and it's in a salt mine, which is incredible. So I'm gonna be in a salt mine. It's the perfect kind of joke. And then I was like, well, if I have to go back to Poland, and less than like 2 weeks later, what's the point of headed home and then flying back? It's insane. So I'm just gonna stay over in Europe and do like a whole thing of it. And so that's kind of the plan. And I want to go different places. I want to go to Amsterdam because first off, I'm gonna see friends and be stupid, and I am gonna try. I believe it's happening to get a tour of the Gorilla Studios, and that's gonna be awesome because that's I can go to the Aloy Mecca and be stupid.
Right.
And I am gonna see if I can get something signed by all the devs, and then I'll just leave it in my office and never remove it ever again.
Right.
Also, I found out, besides the fact that I had a conversation with a friend the other day about things to do in Amsterdam. I was like, what can we do? Right? I'm gonna be there for I think 2.5 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, what can I do when I'm there? Right? Because I want to sightsee, I want to look around, I want to see the canals, but I also want to like go places and do stuff and see what's crazy about it. And the first conversation we had was, well, they're like, we can walk through the red light district, and I was like, what's in the red light district besides like prostitutes? Because like, as much as I want to experience that whole thing,
that's all it is.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, as much as I want to experience all of that, I don't know that I personally am ready for a prostitute. I feel like I I heard a story from a friend who said that when he was in some country, it might have been Amsterdam, he told me the story of, he's like, well, I got to try it. And it was the most awkward story I've ever heard. And I was like, that's not right for me. I couldn't do that. And so it's not that I wouldn't because I'm like worried about super herpes. It's more that I'm like, I just don't want to have an awkward experience with another human being. I just, I don't want to like impede on you, ma'am.
Well, it's just like I think it's just more for like you're walking through. It's like like everybody's in windows, and you're just like, this is so weird.
And that's what I want to see. I want to see like the weird part of it. It's just like when I go to Japan, I want to see the weird stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so I want to go there and I want to check this out and like see the area. But then I found out that 3 blocks from my hotel is something, maybe I don't know, wherever it is. It's very close to my hotel. In like one of the different directions is the Museum of Prostitution. And I was like, oh my God, I want to go. I want to know what is in this museum. What could it possibly have?
I guess, let's see. Amsterdam.
What could it possibly have?
Museum of Prostitution. There we go.
I'm very
excited.
See
here. Looks like there's a bathtub. There's oh my God, there's a wall that says, what kind of things do men leave behind after a visit to a prostitute?
Oh my, don't spoil this for me. I want to know. I'm going to take so many photos of that place. You have no clue. I'm ready. And then,
even better, the Museum of Prostitution has prostitutes in windows above the museum. Wow.
That's incredible. That genuinely is incredible. I very much want to go see that, but I also want to go look at the more like beautiful scenery places and the buildings and, the usual touristy shit, just to see it because I've never been. And the only other time I was there is when I landed at the airport and then left. So it'll be an experience. And then after that, I'm going to go to, I got a place in London that was like pretty awesome and cheap, but it has really fast internet. I did research. I did like research, dude. Yeah. I spent a lot of time contacting Airbnb people and messaging people and like kissing every ass that I could and just being everywhere. Like, okay, so
just for that internet.
Oh yeah, because I've stayed at Airbnbs where they say we have good internet and then it literally is like a little tiny box that has the same speed as like your phone. Not happening.
Great internet. I surf my email all the time.
Right? And I think that's what they expect most people to want. And so I was like, So I did a lot of research on that and was like, look, I'm going to be staying like at this place for 2 weeks. I need you to hook me up with good internet. So finally I found one place and it's awesome. And so that's going to be sort of my hub. And then from there, because I've got plenty of time, I'm going to go and maybe take the Channel, is that what that thing's called? Over to France and like check, like there's places I want to go and want to see and just like spend 1 or 2 days just like bumming around being stupid. And because the Airbnb is so cheap, God bless Airbnb sometimes. I say that now, but I could get there and it could be the worst.
Yeah, it could be terrible.
Airbnbs are ultra hit and miss every time.
You get there, and there's like an old man living in the basement, and he's like,
it's true. It could happen.
I live here.
It could very much happen. But I think the point is that I'll hopefully be out and about a lot. But I'm bringing my audio equipment, and then because we have a very, very awesome friend who works at HyperX, they're gonna hook me up with like a little tiny baby computer, so I'll be able to like do stuff, and so he's gonna bring it there, and everything will be sweet and A-okay. So it's like I won't even be gone.
Well, except you will be gone.
I will be gone. I'm just excited to get away. I'm excited to get out of here and be in a different place for a while and chill and not have to like stress too badly about things. It's nice.
On the flip side,
oh boy. Okay, yeah.
See, like Poland, for example.
Uh-huh.
My thing is, I don't mind traveling if it's not that far. You know what I mean?
What do you consider that far? What do you consider that far, by the way?
Anything over like pass from where I am to LA.
I don't even believe that. I don't even believe that. I think about 2 hours on a plane is the max you can do.
No, I've done the LA trip so much that I'm used to it. But if it was like the same distance to like somewhere I didn't want to go, then I'd probably be like, yeah. But like LA, I'm like, all right, I've done this a lot.
How
I
far
know
is LA to Chicago? 4
it's like
hours?
3.5.
3.5. Yeah, I was pretty close. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's about 3.5. And when that plane is done, I've watched my like movie or two, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. You know, and I have the comfort level of like I've been here a billion times. But
oh, so you have like a comfort issue. Like you'd be if you were someplace else, you'd be freaking out.
I am very much into the comfort and control of situations.
Well,
that's my thing.
I can
like
tell
control, and I like
tell you
comfort.
the first time I went to Poland, I was freaked out. I was like, oh no, I don't speak Polish and I'm terrified. And then I met like a bunch of fans who all spoke English and it got like really easy. And I was like, oh, okay. And I had fun. Same thing with England and when I was in Germany and all these places that I've been in the past where it's like you just sort of get after you travel enough, you sort of get over the idea of being overwhelmed by it. And you're just like, F it. Let's go nuts. Let's like see what there is to see and go have fun. And sure, sometimes you're going to meet a person who's like, I don't understand. But most of the time, people will be like, they'll point directions, they'll tell you what's up, or you just self-rely on the fact that like you're going to get lost and just enjoy being lost. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
I'm not going to enjoy being lost.
I know. That's what's so sad is like enjoy being lost, dude. Get lost in the world.
You know who got lost? Amelia Earhart. She's dead.
Amelia Earhart?
Amelia Earhart. And she's dead.
Never heard of her. She must have been real lost.
She's dead.
I know.
You should have told that to her. Enjoy getting lost. It's fun. Look how it turned out. That's all I'm saying.
You're so right. You're so right. What a fool I've been.
I wouldn't even go to Poland, and I'm part Polish. I'm like a fourth Polish.
Oh, it's fascinating. Poland is fascinating. The last time I was there, God, 2 years ago now? All I remember is myself and Dodger and two of our friends that we got to come and film us because they were like, you can bring 2 people to film this thing for The Witcher we were doing. The event was awesome because we went out to the middle of nowhere and lived like we were in like The Witcher times, if that was a real time. And it was great. And it was such a fun event. But we had a few days of just bumming around in Poland. And one of the things we did is we got a cab. By the way, guy spoke no English. It was great. We got in a cab, drove to a Polish super mall. Like this. It was awesome. It was such a cool mall. We walked around.
Super mall?
Yes, it was like a mall, but you know, like the mega malls in the States, it was like that.
Ah.
And so we drove there and walked around, and it was the most grossly American thing I've ever seen. it was so perfectly American. And then we ended up going to a restaurant because earlier in the week we had walked around and we saw a restaurant that was like a Polish sort of all the different Polish foods you can imagine. So we went in and we just ordered a bunch of stuff. We got pierogi and we got this thing that was like a pea soup with sausage in it. And we got like just a bunch of stuff. And it was great. All of it was delicious. We saw that place in the mall. And we're like, I thought that was a one-off, but I guess it's sort of a chain, ? So we went to that place again for dinner because it was amazing. We meet up with the CD Projekt guys and they're like, yeah, no, that's like the Taco Bell of Poland. We were like, no wonder we love it so much.
Dude, here's the thing with Taco Bell, right? This is another one of those. Every time you bring up Taco Bell and you're like, I like Taco Bell, everyone's like, did you know that's not real Mexican food? And it's like, no shit. No shit, I know that. But you know what? Sometimes I like it more than real Mexican food. And I've eaten real Mexican food plenty of times.
I would love for someone to do like a real presentation about why Taco Bell isn't real Mexican and not include the fact that the shells are made out of Doritos, or that the cheese isn't actually cheese, or that the meat is like ground up pellets. Like, someone ignore all that and it's just like, here's the real reason why it isn't.
Sometimes you want some highly saturated fatty sauce with fake cheese, rat meat, and a Dorito shell. And it tastes great. And a
great.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
It's not good. It's just sometimes you need it. It's just you never truly understand how much you need a Taco Bell in your life until it's 2 a.m. on a Sunday, and for some reason you just really want to kill yourself with awful food. And you're just like, oh man, you know what would be great? Getting a Fritos stuffed burrito.
It's another one of those things. It's like the weather. It's the same as the weather. Like, well, in my weather, blah blah. It's the same. We're like, well, did you know? It's like, I did know that. There's always that person who's got to be like, did you know that that's not a thing? It's not a real Mexican food.
I think people just want to feel like they
want the high ground. Anakin.
Yeah, is it like a special thing? They want to feel special. Like, did you know that I know more than you? Like that kind.
It's got to be that.
I don't know what it could be. It has to be,
It's
right?
the same as the weather. It's like, did you know I survive in worse conditions than you, making me a superior person? It's got to be something involving superiority.
But I want to have like the counterpoint to that. Like, yes, but I chose not to live in that terrible place, so perhaps I'm the superior one.
I chose to eat Taco Bell, so I am superior.
Yeah. My body can handle that terrible, terrible food.
Listen,
perhaps I am superior.
I ate Taco Bell without a gallbladder, and I was fine. But I can eat actual Mexican food, and it'll give me stomach issues. Explain that, science.
Well, I feel like one is Taco Bell is more of a slurry you put in your mouth. So I don't feel like you don't do a lot of digesting. Whereas real Mexican contains beans and rice and meat and like actual products, vegetables, things that are real.
My body hates those.
Yeah. Your body wants a nice meat paste wrapped in a tortilla with a little bit of cheese added. Yeah, I get it.
Meat paste.
Give him the meat paste.
Give me the meat paste. Hashtag give me the meat paste.
If they sold Taco Bell meat out of a tube, I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, yeah, I expect that.
Here's the thing. They sell
And
like
I'd
all these
eat it all
types
the
of
time.
things at the store where they're like, you can buy Taco Bell shells at the store. And it's like, I'm not going to buy it at the store. If I want Taco Bell, I'll just go to Taco Bell. I don't want to make Taco Bell at home.
I do want to like inquire to the world who still makes tacos at home, and not like you are of Hispanic origin or descent, or you live
where it's like part of your family.
like not like where your family literally makes tortillas and I'm talking about like goes out, buys the ground beef, buys that little awful packet, mixes water with the packet and then puts it in the Ortega crappy taco shells. By the way, Ortega sponsor us. Not so crappy. Puts them in those taco shells and then like does that. Who still does that?
Yeah. I don't.
Because I really am curious.
There's got to be some like wholesome family in Utah.
It obviously happens because I think this is one of those things where as we as a society move away from that sort of 1950s boxed food mentality, and things start to become fresher and more wholesome. I'm just like that. I'm also curious about mac and cheese because I can't figure out for the life of me when there's so many amazing macaroni and cheese options, let alone just cooking it yourself and making it amazing.
Yeah.
How people are still buying Kraft mac and cheese. And I get that some people are like Kraft mac and cheese is basically the same thing as Taco Bell, right? I just want something awful. I get it, but at the same time, I still don't. And I guess I can say the same thing about you and me. I get Taco Bell's function, but at the same time, I still don't. I still am a little confused by why we put ourselves through that when you can literally get anything better.
Well, can I just mention, we're not even sponsored by Blue Apron this podcast, but I'm very excited to eat my buffalo chicken meatballs that I'm getting from them.
I hope that they're good.
And I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna say this is a spicy meatball, and it's gonna all be wrapped up.
How dare you?
And it's gonna be great. I feel like it also depends where you are in the country or the world for that matter. Like the South, I feel like in the South they cook a lot of like home cooked meals, like home cooking, but a lot of it there's like put a stick of butter in there, so like it's home cooked, but it's like just as fatty as something like Taco Bell.
That does sound delicious. I don't know what you're talking about, but I imagine whatever you make, if someone says put a stick of butter in there, it instantly becomes better. Instantly.
I mean, you go to county fair, they deep fry butter.
That's true, and that seems gross, but people seem to love it.
Well, it's butter. I mean, if you're gonna love it when you're eating it for the first 2 seconds, and then you're gonna hate yourself as your body tries to process it.
I don't know what I think. I can't figure out why anyone would just eat butter, but if I like put a good butter on bread, like sometimes you have a butter that's just delicious.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Well, you're comparing two completely separate things. One's, hey, I like to add butter as a condiment to a thing to help it taste better. And one is, I'm going to eat an entire thing of butter because I want to.
I get that, but I also am reminded of the time my mom said bread is just a vehicle for butter. And I feel like most people feel that way, right? They don't want to just eat butter, but they like to spread it on something and then eat the bread with the butter. I get that, but I just, like, butter is butter, right?
Right.
Peanut butter is butter that is made of peanuts. People eat just normal peanut butter with a spoon all the time.
Yeah, but peanut butter isn't dairy, right?
You're right, but people drink glasses of milk. Look, I'm not arguing.
It's like how
that
almond milk isn't milk.
It's just bizarre, but people do it. And I guess I would like to know, someone just tweet at us if you just love butter and why.
I think my dad's like that. He like butters everything.
Like, well, I understand buttering everything because it adds a layer of flavor to other food. I get that. But just butter itself. If you're just like, give me a big old stick of butter and you love it, why though?
I'll stick with my Taco Bell fake Mexican food.
You know what isn't fake?
What?
Sherry's berries.
Sherry's berries.
I like that's his response every time I say Sherry's berries. Sherry's berries. Mother's Day is coming up, and you know, moms, they do a lot. They put in a lot of mom hours in order to make sure you grow up right.
You try to eat that butter, and she's like, no, don't eat that butter, you idiot.
It's true. So I feel like one of the things we should talk about is how you can get an awesome gift for your mom or grandmom or sister or sister-in-law or godmother or Grammy or granny or whoever.
Mima, mamo, muma.
Yeah, all those crazy ones. Yes, exactly. Or maybe your wife who is a mother, or your girlfriend who is a mother, or maybe someone who's a mother that you're just really into.
Maybe they're a cat mom.
Yeah, who knows? That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. Whoever the mother is in your life, wouldn't it be great if you got her something she actually loved?
Sherry's berries.
Berries. Let me tell you, I've given some bad gifts to my mom in the past, but I've made up for it. I significantly made up for it. Because when I was younger, boy, how do you shop for parents? It's tough. How do you like shop for them? And then as you get older, you're just like, you're such a hurry. You're like, get them a card. Cards are dumb.
Cards are dumb.
All they do is throw them away after they're done with them. Let's be real. They're like,
That's true.
I kept it in a secret drawer. No, you didn't. You threw that away.
Yeah, and if they do, it's just in a box, and they're just adding to it, and they never look at it again anyway.
Yeah. The one thing they can use and will look at quite often, fresh, juicy strawberries dipped in milk, dark and white chocolatey goodness, topped with rich chocolate chips, chopped nuts, and signature swizzles.
Rich chocolate chips, chopped nuts, and signature swizzles.
That sounds delicious. You can make mom so happy. And they've got more than just berries. Amazing new treats with mom in mind, like Mother's Day cake pops, cheesecake bites, and artisanal chocolate truffles.
Sherry's cake pops. Sherry's cheesecake bites and Sherry's chocolate truffles. Sherry's going crazy out here.
I don't know what Sherry's doing. I don't know how she has this much
Going
time to
all
make all
out.
these berries and stuff, but she's doing it for you and for me, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to, Mom, I love you. You're great, but I'm buying these for me. You can come over if you want some, but these are for me.
And they're going to arrive in Sherry's signature gift box with a beautiful ribbon, so you don't got to wrap it.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a gift to yourself.
I'm terrible
and
at
Mom.
wrapping things.
But right now, you can send Sherry's berries starting at $19.99 plus shipping and handling, or you can double the amount of berries, one for you, one for her, for just $10 more. I'm just saying.
That's a lot of berries.
Go get them berries.
Load up on them berries.
Load up on the, oh my God. I'm just thinking about them, mouth watering, because I double the berries for $10 more. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Customer satisfaction. Get your money back if you are not satisfied. You can choose the delivery date. You can get it delivered on Mother's Day if you want. It's an incredible, unique gift that everyone will love because it's delicious. And delicious things are something all of us love.
Mother's Day, May 13th. All right. So go to berries.com. All right. That's BERRIES.com. Berries.com. I made that up. Then click on the mic. Click on the mic in the upper right corner and enter the code Crendor. That's me. That's berries.com. Code Crendor. BERRIES.com. I didn't even sing it right the second time. Code Crendor. Just go. Just put the code. It's my code.
Sherry's berries.
Sherry's berries.
Okay. Is there anything else happening in your sweet life right now that's worth talking about?
I mean, my life is very not exciting the way I like it. And I'm mainly just working on my digestion, you know? It's been about 2 months. It's been exactly 2 months, actually, since I got my surgery thing. And so, you kind of just slowly work your way back into things. I went a little too hard on the fatty foods. I was feeling great for like the first month. I was like, this is easy. And then I made the mistake of I went to Red Robin.
There you go. Bottomless fries will get you every time.
I'd already like started feeling a little queasy because I had a day where I ate a little too much fat, and my stomach was
what
like.
What did you eat that day? That day that was too much fat. What was that day about? What happened to you?
I had like a hamburger. I had some Costco muffins. I had some other stuff, and I was just. I had that feeling. It's not nausea, but it's kind of queasy. Like, ooh. My stomach was like, ooh, boy, I haven't had this in a while. So I was like, all right. And then I felt a little better, and I was like, you know what? I can go like Red Robin. So I went to Red Robin the day before Easter, and I had a burger. I had fries. They're like, you want more fries? I'm like, yeah, I'll have more fries. I had a milkshake, and then they brought me more fries on top of the more fries. So I was just taking from both fries because they were like, we thought we already got you the fries, so we brought these to someone else, but they didn't want them, so we'll just give them to you or something. I was like, whatever. And then the next day was Easter. And so woke up, went to my parents' house, and we had like typical Easter dinner. And I think my body was still trying to process the Red Robin at that point. So then I loaded up with like probably the buttery mashed potatoes and ham and like all that type of stuff. We had Polish sausage. I also had a lot of wine. Then we had coffee. Then we had dessert. And then I got home, and I think my body was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And so it hit that point where
ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. Ain't gonna do it.
I started getting kind of queasy, and so I'm like, maybe I'll eat something. So I ate a.
Wait. Time out. Your response to getting queasy from eating things was, maybe I should eat something.
Oh no, I was like, maybe my stomach's like empty. I don't know what I was thinking. So I had like
what? You just got done saying all the things you ate.
I don't know. So I ate some graham crackers. And then I just felt really bad. I got nauseous, like I'm going to throw up nauseous. And then I started, the runs hit. I was like, oh boy, the runs are coming. And then that lasted about 4 hours. I just fell asleep, woke up. And then like ever since then, my stomach was like, ooh, and so it's kind of queasy. I'd like be like, ugh, get some like pain, but now I'm good again. But I don't think I'm gonna be eating a lot of fatty food all at once anytime soon again. So I'm working on that. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Somebody was
course.
like, it took my digestive system like 8 months to a year to get used to stuff, and I was like, all right, okay. I mean, it makes sense. You remove an organ. You know?
No, it makes total sense. That's just fascinating that you.
I can't eat Red Robin and then a fatty meal after that anymore.
It's almost like you have to live a little healthier. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, I gotta live healthy.
I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to think if it was a movie that I had seen. I seem to recall. Oh, you know what it was? The other day I was watching. I need to do this. This is my goal. I'm hoping it'll be on the plane. I was flipping through channels. First off, before I'm gonna end this story really quickly so I can get to an even better one. So I'm flipping through channels and I saw the second Maze Runner movie was on. I realized I had not seen the third one yet. Right. I need to make it my goal. We need to talk about it. We said we were gonna talk about it. We haven't talked about it. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm the one to blame.
It is your fault. Everyone shame him.
You should shame me.
Shame.
No.
Shame.
All right, let me get naked. So the other thing, last night, the new episode of Westworld was on.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
I was very excited. That was a great episode. I'm ready for the mystery. I'm excited. Yeah. Won't even talk about it. So I had it recorded. And so when I got in, I turned on the TV and there was like, I guess it was still on HBO. And what was playing on HBO when I turned on the TV was like one of those softcore HBO porns.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like two people in a hot tub, and this woman is obviously, she's grinding on what is definitely this man's belly button. It's not even, it resembles
and it's got that, like music like.
Oh no, but this one was like like that.
Yeah.
And they're like in a hot tub, and she's just like grinding on this dude, but literally her hips are at his like nipples. It is not even close. It's not even like there's
it's
no
one
even
of those
illusion.
things made for like 80-year-old people are like, whoa, boy.
I don't even know where the genitals are, but I don't know where mine are either.
That's why I hiked my pants up that high. And so like it was ridiculous. And I was like, oh boy. So I turned on Westworld, and about halfway through, for some reason the volume of Westworld was very, very low, so I turned up the volume.
Mm-hmm.
And about halfway through the episode, it got like hot in the apartment, and so I opened up a window, and the episode ended. And as with all recorded TV shows, it sort of boots you back when it's over.
Yeah.
Because what happened is it ended, and there was a like on the next week.
Yeah.
Right. But every time, just like with Game of Thrones or whatever, for some reason my recording always cuts off halfway through the next time on. And so it cut off halfway through, booted me back to the HBO channel about an hour later, and it was still that porn movie, except now instead of the scene in the hot tub, it was on a kitchen counter, and it was blasted up about 50% of the volume with my windows open, and all was like, with someone in the background going, and it was... I looked around, I was like, oh shit, like slam the window shut. It was like, oh no. So I'd like to imagine anyone down below who was probably like standing outside or waiting for an Uber or whatever, looked up and saw a frantic man slamming the door, like the window shut, as in the background it's like, it's like,
and they were like,
damn, I wish I was that man.
I just want to point out that I still watched the scene because I was curious what was going on, but the transition after that ended was they were having sex on the kitchen table, and then it cut to them sitting there at the kitchen table eating breakfast, going, she's crazy, right? And I was like, what is happening?
Well, those are like the types of like softcore HBO things that people watch to make fun of because they're so bad.
I went to go to the information to see what the hell it was about, and basically it's supposed to be, I don't remember the name of it, but I think the premise was that a woman at a job falls in love with her boss, and because of course they sleep together, because that's the plot of all these things, and then she wants revenge, so she gets revenge by sleeping with everyone in his family? Question mark? I don't know what happened. I'm not really sure what happened, but yeah, it was weird. And then the entire time all I could think of was like, you just had sex in that counter and now you're eating breakfast? Nope, that would not fly. That would not fly with me. I'd be like, give me the sanitary wipes. We gotta clean this shit down.
I just searched HBO Late Night, and then there's an article saying, wow, the late night section of HBO now is pretty much just porn.
Right. Well, that's what they mean. Late night equals porn.
That's their way of like putting it in a fancy sense.
Porn. Not like it's porn for people who have not been desensitized by the world. I'm gonna look this stuff up. HBO
people
schedule.
That didn't grow up on the internet.
I need to find this. HBO.
That's the equivalent of like 50 Shades of Grey for men.
Pretty
for
much.
Like old men.
Pretty sure this movie was not a sci-fi. It wasn't Sex and the City. It wasn't Ouija, Origin of Evil. It wasn't The Informant.
Origin of Evil.
Oh, was it Illicit Desire? That's right. An office worker becomes obsessed with her boss to the point of murder. Starring Brent Harvey, August Ames, and Mia Lee. Directed by Dean McKendrick. And written by A.J. Lawrence. Yep, that's exactly what it was. 122 minutes, adult content, adult language, nudity, strong sexual content.
Strong.
I'm going to say not very strong.
Not very strong.
A little awkward. A little awkward. If someone goes out and finds that, verify for me. I'm just letting you know now. Also, it's streaming on HBO Now and HBO Go. But go look at that. There's a scene in the hot tub. It is the least sexy scene in a hot tub ever. Like, literally, it's like they're wrestling. There's no implied sex at all. They are wrestling in that water. There's like, I'm going to get you. It is, no.
All I know is I remember G-Mart and Kate were visiting. We were going through HBO, and we were like, oh, look, it's these like shitty HBO like porn things. And so we put it on just to see it, and it was an Amazonian woman. And she was like, I've traveled back in time to fight for the Amazons. And we were like, this shit is happening. And then they just like have those terrible scenes with like, and then her like friend got lost, and then G-Mart kept being like, can we stop watching this now? And I was like, no, we have to see how it ends. And it ended just how I thought it would. It was like the Amazonian woman banged everyone, and then she went home.
Sometimes you got to just really, truly appreciate terrible, terrible stuff.
It's true. That's one of my favorite things in life, is to just appreciate the terrible things.
That's why we like Nick Cage. Did you hear this nonsense? People are saying Nick Cage is going to retire from acting.
That's what I heard. Oh my God.
I'm not okay with this.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to be forever. I guarantee it.
We need to start a fund to make a movie that Nick Cage can star in.
There is no way he's going to retire. I don't believe it.
When Mom and Dad becomes a success, we need to watch that movie too.
Yeah, we got to watch that too.
I have so many things I need to do in my life.
Here's the thing.
Maybe I can find it overseas because, it's probably
yeah.
overseas somewhere. It has to be.
Here's the thing. He's not going to retire. He's going to pull like a Brett Favre, and he's going to come back like twice.
Well, he wants to direct, which I feel like, couldn't he
I'd watch
direct?
a movie directed by Nick Cage, too.
I would too. I'm not going to lie. Directed by Nick Cage. It's just like a kid crying for 30 minutes. You're like, whoa.
That's it. Keep it going. I'd love it. And then he's going to get back. He's going to get that acting itch again after directing for a while, and he's going to come back. And I think after that, it's going to be like his blue period. He's going to come back, and he's going to be even better. So I'm fine with it.
I truly believe that Nick Cage will get behind the camera and realize that the people he's directing are terrible and be like, I could do better, and then he'll just be all the characters in his own movie directed by him. And I'd be okay with that. I'd be all right with that.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. That would be amazing. You know what else is amazing, dear friend? Me undies. Now that's a transition.
I love me undies.
I love me undies too. Me undies are the best. I wear them every day. I have way too many. I enjoy them immensely, and will continue to buy them as new ones come out. I just got an avocado one. It's avocado.
I got more boring ones, and I love them.
Yeah. No, I have avocado. They're pink, but they have little avocados on them, and I love them a lot. So much. MeUndies is the best underwear, period. That's just the way it is. Lensing micromodal is the key. What does that mean? I don't even know.
We don't know, and we don't care.
It's sustainably sourced fabric, natural soft fibers that starts with beechwood trees. I don't know how that happens.
Freely farmed from the beechwood trees of Mortal, the coasts of Mortal.
Mortal? Sure, yes, it's possible. Just like what you said, it's probably part of an elaborate dream that we're all a part of, because it's insane that they feel this.
I don't even know
what's
a dream after Westworld, dude.
Oh, man. What is time, man? What is real?
MeUndies are real.
They are. They are. They have adventurous prints. They have fun, simple designs. They have Crendor versions of stuff.
They got meat.
Limited edition patterns, brand new ones every few weeks on a rolling basis. Once they sell out, they are gone, unless you get like the Crendor ones, in which case they're never going to sell out of brown.
I'll always have them. Gray. Thank you very much.
Yep, that's true. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. MeUndies guarantees you're going to love their underwear. Trust us or your money back.
This is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
We have gotten so many messages from people that are like, went out, bought those MeUndies, and they're really, really good. And it's true.
And these are real people, not actors.
Yeah, no, these are people who tweeted us. This isn't one of those things like, yes, I bought MeUndies and I put them on my body, and now I love them.
From @Twitter handle Crendor.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a good one for me, but all of them seemed offensive.
I love my Me underwear very much.
Yep, Jassy Cox.
So, I mean, all you gotta do, right? No brainer. Get 20% off a pair if you use code Crendor at MeUndies.com. So that's MeUndies.com/Crendor. You get 20% off your first pair. You get free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee, which is going to be guaranteed because they're amazing. So you just go to MeUndies.com/Crendor, MeUndies.com/Crendor, MeUndies.com/Crendor. That's MeUndies.com/Crendor.
Remember, these are the underwear that someone literally stole 3 times from me in order to get them. Remember that. The Postal Service.
Never forget.
The Postal Service, there was an employee who stole 3 packages of this from me because they come in like MeUndies branded packaging, and dude stole it 3 times.
It's like, oh shit, I gotta get these.
I know. That's how good they are.
He should have used
Postal Service is trying to steal them.
he should have just went to MeUndies.com/Crendor.
It's true. That's true. And also have them shipped to my office because that's where I get them now.
Yeah, or that.
I don't trust that guy. He keeps stealing my underwear.
Don't trust him.
All right, well, let's go to Chapter Copter 7. I can't say it. What is Chapter Copter 7? This guy, the Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
I want to know how many episodes in a row you've messed that up, because I think we're going on at least 7.
It's a problem.
It is a problem. Looking down there, hey, it's getting warmer everywhere, so more people are going out, and they're walking places, so traffic's actually a little light, because you got to get that exercise in, get those steps in, you know? Some people are starting to travel, like you. Who knows what's going on in the wide old world of the West. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the sports desk. Wait, weather desk.
Weather. Hey, everybody, it's weather time.
Look, I'm almost out of here. I don't got time for this shit.
Yeah. So this is like a Friday for you.
Yeah, this is our Friday episode. Absolutely.
Weather. Hey, everybody, it's the weather. Last time we did weather, everyone was like, it's not Tay-Tay, it's Tie-Tie or something. Like, sorry, I don't know things. All right.
Sorry, I don't know
it's
facts.
It's spelled T-A-Y-T-A-Y. Okay, that's Tay-Tay.
T-A-Y, that is Tay-Tay.
That's Tay-Tay.
Yeah, take that up with Taylor Swift. That's Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
That's not on us.
Is Taylor
Tie-Tie
Swift?
is T-H-A-I. Tie-Tie.
You think Taylor Swift's ever gone to Tay-Tay?
I believe they probably changed their name for her.
That's true. Okay. Well, Whoppy.
Whoppy activated. 74524. No items to display. Switching.
74524.
0. Eh.
0 O
T.
T
A.
A
N.
N.
A.
What?
Otana. Kagoshima, Japan.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
74 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 74 degrees Fahrenheit. High 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Low 66 degrees Fahrenheit. UV index 1 of 10. Next 36 hours. 76 degrees Fahrenheit. 100% chance thunderstorms. Cloudy early, then thunderstorms developing. Afternoon, high 76 Fahrenheit. Winds south-southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 100%. Thunderstorms could reach 40 miles per hour.
Thunderstorms.
Thanks, Whoppy.
All right, and now let's head over to sports.
Sports. Hey, it's the sports desk. We've got crazy stuff going on.
Go Pens. Go Pens. Go Pens.
Yep.
Go
We got
Pens. Go
hockey. We got the Pens have defeated the what do they call them? Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
The Pittsburgh Penguins have defeated the Philadelphia Flyers, is what you mean. The Peas beat the Peas.
The Peas beat the Peas.
Beat the Fs.
Also, the Vegas Golden Knights swept the LA Kings 4-0.
You know what? I'm thrilled and shocked by that. But also, it's hilarious that the two places on planet Earth that have the least likelihood of ever having ice for hockey are playing each other in hockey.
It's very true. And what's even
It's
crazier
insane.
is that Vegas, this is their first year. This was, every team had to be like, hey, here's a couple guys we don't really care about. You can have them. And now they're like one of the best teams in hockey.
You know what that is? Vegas. It's the power of Las Vegas.
That's the power of Vegas.
That's the power of Vegas, baby.
My friend Nick's in Vegas. He like goes to every game now. He loves it.
I can't wait to go back. Vegas is one of those places where when you go, it's like the best until you get overwhelmed by it. And you're like, oh no, I'll never leave. And then you have to pull yourself away, or you'll end up broke in a weekend. You're like, I love it here.
Yeah.
No,
So yeah, Boston's up 3-1 on the Maple Leafs. So Toronto on life support. Winnipeg beat Minnesota 4-1. In that series, Tampa Bay beat New Jersey 4-1. Boston's up 3. Oh wait, Boston's up 3-2 now. So it looks like they play today. So it's, if Toronto can win this one, they can tie it up, go to Game 7. That'd be kind of crazy. Love a good Game 7. Nashville won against Colorado, so Nashville moves on. And looks like Washington is up 3-2 on the Blue Jackets in that series, but Washington always chokes in the playoffs. So, and then San Jose swept the Ducks. So down go the Ducks. And
Sharks take on the Ducks. The end.
Yeah, no, the Sharks take on the Golden Knights because they both swept their things.
Oh, I meant the Sharks took on the Ducks.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. And then kick it over to the NBA. We've got some crazy stuff in the NBA. Houston is up 2-1 on Minnesota. I kind of want Minnesota to win because they haven't made the playoffs in the NBA in like 15 years, so this is their first time back in a long time. Then Utah is up on Oklahoma. OKC. Milwaukee tied it up with Boston in that series 2-2. Go Milwaukee. I want them to beat Boston. I don't like Boston. Golden State up 3-1 on the Spurs. Toronto, Washington tied at 2. Indiana, Cleveland tied at 2. The Battle of Indiana, Ohio, most exciting. Philly, Philly's up on Miami 3-1. Normally I wouldn't like Philly, but I hate Miami as well. And then the Pelicans swept the Portland Trailblazers 4-0 in that series. Mamma mia. And then, let's not forget about the crazy thing happening this week. The NFL draft.
You
NFL
are all about draft. You're all about draft day.
This is one of my favorite days. I love the NFL draft. It's my favorite draft to watch. I'm going to be live streaming it with Sinvicta, the first round, at least. We're just going to be watching the ESPN ticker thing and talking and discussing football. It's going to be great. I've got my mock draft kind of set, ready to go. I'm hoping the Packers get a corner. hoping to get Denzel Ward, hoping he falls. They just need secondary help, essentially. I'm pumped.
All right, yeah.
I want to see what the Browns do. I want to see the dumb trades some team's going to do. Someone like the Browns or the Jets or or the Giants, they're going to mess it up. They're going to trade away their pick for something stupid. They're going to waste their pick on a quarterback that's really bad when they could have taken a different one. It's going to be great. I'm ready. So that's happening Thursday at, I believe, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Okay.
I'm pumped.
The draft is happening. That's big. That's a big day for Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's very big for Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's a big day for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dude, Buffalo Wild Wings is I don't know. It's one of those places where I feel I don't think it's that good, but everybody likes to go there because they just got sports on, and then they're like, hey, the
they
wings
have 12 million TVs and wings. Yeah.
The thing is,
that's about it.
The wings, if you get boneless wings, it's 8,000% breading and then a big piece of white
why would you?
meat
No,
chicken.
boneless. Don't get boneless wings. You got them real wings. Or
I'd get boneless on boneless day because we'd go there and they'd be like, hey, it's boneless day. So I'd be like, all right, you get the boneless day. But otherwise, I get the bone in because it's real meat.
Really, at Buffalo Wild Wings, what I would get would be the chicken sandwich, the grilled chicken sandwich, hot sauce or extra hot, whatever the hot not the atomic, whatever the one under that was, and then those potato wedges. Oh my God. Those things
the
are
potato
so
wedges are great. You know what you do? Okay.
Those
you
are
get
so
potato
good.
wedges, and you get the Chipotle dry rub on them.
Oh, my God. Yep.
It's so
probably
good.
It's delicious. Yeah.
And then
I can do that at Buffalo Wild Wings. But, some of the stuff there is get our Buffalo Wild Wing nachos. I'm like, why would I do that?
Buffalo Wild Wing nachos.
Nachos? Why would I do that?
Yeah, they're nachos.
I mean, yeah, but I'm there for wings.
That's true. Well, you didn't even get wings. You got a chicken sandwich.
You know what? Don't tell me what I'm doing wrong.
And you got to get the mango habanero. That's the best thing they got. The mango hab.
I'm literally on their website right now looking up sauces.
Mango habanero is their best one.
They have a barbecue honey bourbon mustard. A bourbon honey mustard.
That's too many things in a sauce.
Crimson Crush? What the hell is that?
Crimson Crush.
Crimson Crush?
Crimson Crush.
Citrus sauce that boasts a bold flavor. Oh, it's sort of like a Thai sauce.
Huh.
No, because they have something called Asian Zing. What the hell?
I got Asian. I either get mango habanero
or wild is what I usually get.
I usually get that or honey barbecue.
Or hot barbecue or Caribbean
hot
jerk.
barbecue.
It depends.
Yeah.
Caribbean jerk's good too. Depends on what I'm feeling.
Yeah. I got started by being
Blazing is what their
go
atomic
to Buffalo
is.
Wild Wings?
Blazing is wishing death on your best friend. It's not okay.
Here's the thing. I've tried Blazing. Mango habanero I think's hotter.
Mango habanero is good, but Blazing, the problem with Blazing is it isn't woo, that's so hot. It's it hurts my stomach to eat it.
Yeah. I don't want
it's
that.
It's an unpleasant sensation that I don't want.
I like mango habanero because it gets your sinuses going. You're like, whew, it's burning my mouth, and it still tastes good, and it's a nice all around.
I don't know. They have you can buy things on their website. One of them is salt and vinegar dry seasoning bottle. Salt and vinegar dry seasoning?
This is another one of those things where it's I'm not gonna buy Buffalo Wild Wings and then take it home for I gotta put my sauce on my chicken I bought from the store.
But salt and vinegar dry, what is the purpose of it?
I don't know.
What would
I don't know.
Chips? I mean, I guess why would you put salt and vinegar on food other than chips?
I don't know. I don't really like salt and vinegar chips either. So I mean, you're asking the wrong person.
You know what? I've come to love them. I used to hate them, but now I've come to appreciate them because over the years, I formed sort of a Primanti Brothers kind of style when I eat my sandwiches, where I always put the chips or the fries or whatever on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's so good. So I was doing hot chips on sandwiches for a while, and that was pretty great. But then I discovered that that whole salt and vinegar flavor on a sandwich is way good. Oh man, it's so good.
Huh.
So yeah, I'm in that zone right now.
Interesting.
I know. I'm aware.
That's sports.
And what is our big news story of the day?
Fajita heist. Texas man sentenced to 50 years for stealing $1.2 million worth of food. What?
How? How is this possible?
He pled guilty to stealing more than $1.2 million in fajitas while acting as a public servant. What?
Why the specific theft? Why? All right, there's more to this. That is such a leading title. A Texas man who pled guilty to stealing more than $1.2 million in fajitas, specifically fajitas.
Gilberto Escamilla, 53, was employed at the Darrell B. Hester Juvenile Detention Center in San Benito, Texas, when it was discovered that he had been placing orders for fajitas using county funds and then selling them for his own profit since December 2008.
What? Wait, what? Wait, what?
So he was like running some big scheme.
Like some sort of fajita scheme?
Yeah,
Where he
fajita
just-
scheme. Okay,
This
so
is insane.
He placed the orders for fajitas using like the county funds, and then he'd sell them.
Got the fajitas. Now,
Yeah.
are we talking about the whole like meat and onions
It's got to
and
be like a whole
peppers
package
and
thing.
all of that?
It's got
Here's
to
my
be.
question. Why would anyone buy bootleg fajitas from this guy when you could literally go get meat and peppers and onions and make better fajitas than what the detention center at San Benito, Texas could provide?
Yeah, who's he selling these to? Just like random
And he was
people?
doing this. He was doing this for almost 10 years.
Yeah, like 10. He made over $1 million.
He with a maximum fine of $10,000 on top of the $1.2 million he was ordered to pay back at the cost of the fajitas. That doesn't.
Oh my God. According to the Brownsville Herald, Escamilla's scheme unraveled late August after a delivery driver with Labatt Food Service phoned the detention center to give kitchen employees a heads up that an 800-pound delivery of fajitas had arrived.
How was he moving these fajitas?
I don't know.
What was he doing? Are you telling me they were delivering 800 pounds of fajitas to this place, and then he was somehow moving 800 pounds of food out of the detention center to somewhere to sell it? How?
Employees
How is this
immediately
possible?
thought the delivery had to be suspicious as minors at the detention center are not served fajitas. However,
Are you kidding me? What a stupid idea.
However, the delivery
no.
driver insisted they had been delivering fajitas to the detention center's kitchen for the past 9 years. After being fired and arrested, Escamilla's house was searched by police who found packages of the fajitas in his refrigerator. It was selfish. It started small and got bigger and out of control, Escamilla said during his testimony. Got to the point where I couldn't control it anymore.
Are you telling me that this guy started? You know what this was. This guy started small, just taking fajitas because he could order them. And he was like, "Oh, it's fajitas. I love fajitas." And he was sitting at home making fajitas. And then probably a friend came over and was like, "Oh my God, fajitas. These are delicious." He's like, "Yeah, they come from my work." And he's like, "Oh, those are work fajitas?" He's like, "Yeah, they're, detention center fajitas." He's like, "Man, you got to hook me up with them. There's some good fajitas." And he's like, "Sure, dude, I'll hook you up." And he got extra fajitas. And then his friend told a friend. And then now he has all these people and they're like, "Yo, dude, I'll pay you like $20 for fajitas." And he's like, "Wow, okay, sure." And now next thing you know, he's the kingpin of fajitas. But it's over his head now. He got in too deep. And this is the problem with crimes. People always do this. They always get in too deep. No one stays small. No one stays small time. They're all just like, "Oh, Dan, it's just like drugs. This guy's just like a drug addict."
He's a drug addict, except he's a fajita addict.
And he's going to jail for a long time.
A long time, yeah. Very long time.
Because he stole more than $200,000 worth of goods. Texas law considers the crime to be first-degree felony and allows for sentencing up to 99 years.
99 years, man.
Oh, man.
99 years for fajita stealing.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Those poor inmates deserve those fajitas, and he took them. He took them from them.
He took their fajitas. He sold them for a higher price than they were even worth.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that someone out there paid like excess for fajitas.
Yeah. Like, was he selling them to the inmates or something?
No, I don't think, because they found him in his house. Maybe he was. It just makes sense though. Inmates aren't gonna have the kind of money for fajitas.
Yeah.
Fajita money. You gotta be rich.
Who's buying
You gotta
them?
be rich.
I want to know who's buying these fajitas.
Who bought? There's so much to the story. We don't know who bought these fajitas.
Who bought these
Who was the
fajitas?
fajita buyers? Was he selling to kids on the streets? Did he have like kids on the corner like, yo man, you want this fajitas? I got fajitas. I got steak. I got chicken. You want carnitas? I got that too, man. I want to know. I have no clue how this happened, but I need answers.
We need answers, and we need them now.
Yeah,
it's my
this
money, and I
is
need it now.
This is an NBC News story. I demand updates. I demand updates on this story.
I demand updates.
All right, well, that is it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or whatever you're doing with us right now. Don't let us know. It could be creepy.
It could.
But be sure to take time to go and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, or let us know where you think this podcast should be put on next. Is there another platform that you think would be awesome? Please leave a
Put
review.
it up everywhere. Thumbs up, favorite, like, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. Watch the animations, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. Go to SoundCloud. You're probably already at SoundCloud.com/Cox and Crendor. Go to SoundCloud, Spotify. Go to iTunes. Give 5-star. Smash that button. Ding, ding, pow.
And as always, ding, ding, pow.
Ding, ding, pow.